Hey everyone, welcome back to the Untitled channel. My name is Tati, and today I feel like I have kind of an important video. I thought I'd talk a bit about like sustainability and like how you can be more sustainable as a student, because I feel like whilst people know like, okay, I need to be more eco-friendly, I need to recycle more, I need to do all of this stuff, they maybe don't know how to go about it, why we need to try being more sustainable, how to be more sustainable as students, because I feel like one of the main worries about being a student is just like, you just want things to be cheap. Like you don't want extra hassle, you don't want things to be difficult, you don't want like just extra stress. I feel like that's how people think like being sustainable is, like it's just like this added extra like stress, whereas it doesn't have to be. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you a couple tips, ways that you can like just reduce your carbon footprint, like help you make a change as well, because it doesn't have to be time consuming, it doesn't have to be expensive, it doesn't have to be difficult, you know. So yeah, let's just get straight in. The reason sustainability is important is just because it helps us as humans just maintain a good quality of life in the simplest of terms. If you want to get scientific, not too scientific, we're basically running out of fossil fuels, and fossil fuels are what we use to like fuel the planet, if that makes sense. So that's why it's such a big issue. The atmosphere is already very damaged, as we've seen. Global warming is a real thing, climate change, thousands if not millions of animals are going extinct. So we will destroy the atmosphere beyond repair if we don't make some changes now. Like we have already seen the effects of global warming. Like we know of the things going on around the world that have been like caused by global warming. So no matter how small the changes that you make, it's still something in the grand scheme of it, if that makes sense. So the first tip I have for you sounds so simple, but it is literally turn off your lights. Whenever you're not using the lights, just turn them off. Turning off your lights reduces your carbon footprint. If you're wondering what a carbon footprint is, it's basically the amount of carbon dioxide being released into the atmosphere as a result of the activities of a particular individual, organization, or community. So like your lights, your TV, like any electrical appliances that you have. And remember that if something is on standby, it is still using energy. So you know when your TV has the red light, that means it's on standby. It doesn't mean it's completely off, so it's still using energy. So you want to turn it off from the switch to be saving energy, basically. And not only does this help your carbon footprint, it also reduces your electricity bills. I'm sure anyone would love to see a reduction in your energy bills. If you're in a house where bills aren't included and you have to pay the bills yourself, this will help you so much. It's a win-win, so definitely try it. Another thing that you can do is try not to waste food. So in the UK on average, 7.3 million tons of food waste goes into landfill. And the reason why this is so bad is because this adds even more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere when this food is in landfills. So the less food you waste, the better this is. And this kind of leads on to the next point. So the next thing I'd say is compost and recycle. Some people might not have food bins, depends on the area you're in. If you do have a food bin, that will help a lot because it basically creates a natural fertilizer, so that can be used to plant more trees. This means that the food isn't going into landfill, producing carbon dioxide, methane, all these greenhouse gases, and that stuff isn't going to the atmosphere as much, so in turn that helps. And obviously recycling. I'm sure we all know about recycling. I feel like a lot of people are recycling more nowadays, which is great. Literally, you can recycle anything. Paper, plastic, cardboard, glass, like batteries. You can literally recycle anything. Instead of using up more of these fossil fuels to manufacture more of these materials, we can just reuse the ones that we've already got and make new things. So when it comes to shopping, also try to keep that in mind. So instead of buying like paper towels for your kitchen, maybe just get a kitchen cloth. That way you don't have to keep buying loads of paper towels. So just more thinking of like buying things that you can maybe reuse instead of buying loads of things that you have to keep throwing away. And this kind of leads on to my next point again, of just try to cut out plastic if possible. It is estimated that we use about 5 million tons of plastic a year, with the average person using 100 kilograms. That's so much plastic. When you think about it, like I can't personally think of myself using 100 kilograms of plastic, but we do. So when you're thinking, oh, but if I just buy one less bottle, if I just do this, like it's not going to make that big of a difference, it actually does, because we ourselves, like one person is using approximately 100 kilograms. Like that's a lot. So it can help, like every little helps. When it comes to shopping, like you're going to the supermarket, maybe take a canvas bag. Like I've got one, I reuse this like huge bag. Like it's just like really big, like good for shopping. You know, just something that you can use over and over again instead of buying like bag for lives and stuff like that. Obviously, if you forget and you have to buy a plastic bag, just try remember to take that same plastic bag next time. So it just helps if you stay organized, if you know when you're gonna shop. But maybe keep a canvas bag in your rucksack when you're going to uni, just in case you decide to make an impromptu shop and stuff like that. When it comes to avoiding using single-use plastic, invest in like a water bottle, one of the hard water bottles, so that you can just keep refilling that. Wash that every night when you come home. Same with like coffee cups and stuff like that. It helps. Like more and more nowadays, there's so many different like reusable alternatives for these things. I'm sure if you look, you'll find something. I know you can buy like metal straws in Primark for like £1, like 5 of them for £1, and it comes with a cleaner, so that helps a lot instead of buying like a box of 100 plastic straws. So just like every little change helps, you know. And my last point is something, I don't know if people would have considered this, but have your food delivered. So I never would have thought of this as like an eco-friendly, sustainable way to like shop, but it actually is, because if you think about it, it's kind of like the public transport of food shopping. Like let's say you're driving to the supermarket. If you drive, instead of 20 different cars driving to the supermarket to do a food shop, it's like you do it online and then one big van just does that drive and then drops it off. So it's kind of like the public transport of food shopping in a way. And then in turn it kind of helps, because this way you're less likely to impulse buy food, which means that you're less likely to waste food. So it's a win-win for the environment and for you. I'd say those are my main tips. Like those things, I feel like they're quite achievable and not that difficult to do whilst being a student. So hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully you decide to make some changes, how small it may be, like every little helps. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the Unite Students channel for future videos. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go now, but I'll see you next time. So bye.